Metadata utility using advanced filters. The purpose of this video is to show to some of our users some of the advanced commands and features that are already built into Metadata Utility that enables users to custom search and custom manage their metadata movie library information that is built in Metadata Utility. As we see in this main interface here, we have already in all other videos that we have available described and discussed how to use the main interface, and in this particular case we're focusing on how to navigate through the different queues and metadata utilities such as the media, selected records, pending records, suspect records, orphan records, last online search queue, as well as archive records. That said, however, once that we find ourselves in the, for example, all records queue, there are alternatives as to how to actually get the same results. As we see here, we are in the all records queue and we are actually seeing all 1,301 records for this particular build of a user that has actually 1,301 movies in their Windows Media Center movie library. As we see at the bottom of the main application on the navigation record selectors, we see 1301 records, which we can easily use the record selector to navigate, or also in the keyboard we can actually use the page up and page down keys, as we see here, to easily navigate. Here's a zoomed in version of the page up and page down keys on the keyboard that enables the user to navigate through records, as well as using the record select navigator and the mouse to just click and navigate through the different records. For this particular case, we are going to use the first option, which will be to use the advanced search and filter field to search in within the all records queue for records. For example, we are going to search for records only found in the path builder ZZ/W media. And as soon as we enter that on our advanced filter at the bottom of the main application, we will see that a metadata utility will automatically move to the first available record in within the all records queue to show that available record. Also, if we were in the all records queue and we wanted to use a separate command to also sort for the ZZ/W media records and reduce that amount, instead of having over than 1,300 records, just to reduce to that amount of records that are found in that particular subset of records, then we can always right-click on the particular field that we wish to filter And in this particular case, we can select filter all records that equal to ZZ\W media, from which immediately Metadata Utility will proceed to filter those records. And even though we're still sitting on the all records queue, as we just saw in the previous example, we are still sitting on the all records queue, and we have 1,300 records, 1,301 records exactly. And as soon as we apply a filter on that particular field, ZZ\W media, Metadata Utility will filter, still sitting on the all records queue, and show all applicable records that are found within that particular field, ZZ\W media. And as we see at the bottom of the application, Metadata Utility is still sitting on the all records queue, but instead of showing 1,301 records, it's showing now only 4 records, because we just used one of the advanced commands to filter based on the path builder number 2, and we chose to filter for ZZ\W media. This feature enables users to pretty much use any field, not only the path builder 2, it could be any of the fields that we have shown here, to simply right click and search for a particular subset record set. In the event that we want to clear that filter, we simply right click on the field that we just filtered, and as soon as we right click on it, we will have the option to clear the filter, on this particular case on path builder 2, as we have that shown. And as soon as that is done, Metadata Utility will go back to show still sitting on the all records queue, to show back all 1,301 records. Alternatively, if the user was still with the previous advanced filter applied of the ZZ media, another alternative would have been for the user to click simply on the media button to navigate through the queues again, and either go from the all records queue to the pending records queue, and then to the movie library records queue, and still navigate through them to go back again up to the all records queue. And by doing so, it would also release and remove the filtered data. This particular example within a Metadata Utility shows users how to use the powerful built-in features. Not only, as we've mentioned in previous videos before, for most of our users, we always recommend, if you are searching for a movie, start from the top. Always start from the search menu. That's the easiest way, so that users don't get confused. And for those users that want a simple to use interface, they start from the top and they start the search. If the movie is found, Metadata Utility will go to that record, or records found. If the record is not found, then Metadata Utility will prompt the user whether the user wants to search online and download the information or enter it manually. However, for those users that wish to have an advanced feature, as we have over the years been approached and requested, why can't we have a way to filter records or to get subset of records within, for example, the pending records queue? I want to search for how many records do I have that are listed with a particular director, then we would use the same principle as we used before to apply a filter, as we have in the example here. Instead of applying a filter on the Path Builder 2, we could right-click on director and simply filter for all directors of a particular last name, even use wildcards to search for example, a director instead of having to type Kathleen Bigelow for this particular example on 0:30 film. We could just type filter for star Bigelow, and Metadata Utility would actually search immediately for those records found that apply to anything that has a first name regardless. That would be the star, that would be the wildcard, and added Bigelow. All of those features are capable also, as we see in this example here, to sort alphabetically, ascending or descending, as well as to use custom text fields and filters. All those functionalities are already pre-built within Metadata Utility, which enables users to customize narrow searches and is not capable of applying only one filter. User can apply a filter on, say, Path Builder 2, and then additionally narrow that search by a director using a wildcard. And once those subsets have been narrowed down, they can even apply another filter on the cast to search for a specific subset of record sets based on the two prior fields. And as we've shown before, users have always an easy way to either go to those filtered records and clear the filters, or if a user has applied multiple filters and multiple records, they simply can also use the media navigation buttons to navigate through the different record sets queues that Metadata Utility offers and automatically release those filters. This is a very small example on this very short video that shows users how powerful a simple user interface can be for users to manage their Windows Media Center movie library. For any questions with regard to this topic, as well as to any other questions on any of the other functionalities and features that are built in Metadata Utility that enables users to take complete control and management of their Windows and Media Center movie library, movie information, also known as a metadata information, we welcome those users to click on any of our other available videos, as well as to visit our website, where we have detailed information, step-by-step instructions, as well as FAQ sections, how-to sections, and troubleshooting sections for any of the main features built in Metadata Utility. We welcome those users to visit us at metadatautility.com for more information. We thank you for watching.